Hey boys, welcome back to some NRL SUPERCOACH 2018 season, and it's gonna be the round. What round was it? Yeah, round 4 review and round 5 preview. So I'm gonna go to the game day shortly because we won. It was a very close matchup, and we snuck away with the win. As you see, we got 1,034, which is not good, but for where we came from and just a couple of things went our way, we cracked the 1,000. It's top 7%. Yeah, a lot of big names went badly. You know, Cleary was out, Johnson was out, Smith got 20 points. There was some big drops for a lot of players, but top 7% total score there, season rank. Yeah, so what are we? Is that the overall? Or is that? I think overall we're 10,000s, with it not. I don't know. It's not great, but I feel like we can definitely improve upon that. But let's go to the game day, just because it was such a like I was very worried about this. Go to round 4. I was very worried about this round because the guy I was versing, he had a very similar, we'll see it here, very similar team, but he just had a couple of guys that I would like to have, but I had a couple of different guys. So I mean, we'll go through. Both had Thurston. He has Cam Murray, who I really wanted to get last week. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite afford him, so he's skyrocketed in price a little bit now. Cody Walker didn't go well for me. James Tedesco, I put his captain, and I don't know why this was, but after the game I was looking at the scores, and he got, like, it was around 140, maybe a bit lower, and then all of a sudden I looked the next day and it was less than 100. It was like 90 points as captain, so it dropped him down to like 40 odd points, and then couple of days later it boosted him back up, because I was watching that game, I'm like, it looked like he should have scored a fair few points, but it dropped him way down. But then thankfully it put him back up, so I don't know why it dropped so low, but thankfully my captaincy option was justified. Obviously there was one big player I would have loved to put as captain, but not to be. He had Fatala Mariner, who again is good, pretty good mid-ranger that honestly I didn't really want to get, but he went well, 63. Latrell Mitchell, 69. He's starting to look better, Latrell Mitchell. Watching that game, he actually got involved. The Roosters seem to be using him a lot more in their attacking plays, like just giving him the ball and letting him do his work. He had Dane Gagai, who, again, watching this game, I thought Gagai had an awesome game, but he only scored 25, but yeah, thankfully for me. Tohu Harris, again, 62, just unreal. Tohu Harris is just such a monster for us. Honestly, probably the best purchase we got. Well, Jake Trbojevic may be the best Tom Trbojevic probably our best, but Harris is probably the guy that I'm like, I was sort of tossing and turning, but I'm very happy I picked him up. He had Tedesco as well. Bryce Cartwright, Bryce Cartwright, he got 3 points. He played a minute of the game, he got 3 points. So there's one of our have a look at this. Thurston 20, Walker 20, Cartwright 3. He had Herman SCSC, another good cheapie, or sort of cheapie to mid-range prices. So this dude had like a really good team, like a very, very solid team. And I was worried about this match, but we just beat him. We just picked him at the post. Mitchell Moses got 35 for us. You know, I'm sort of just sticking with Moses now for the time being. It's sort of like all the good options are now way too expensive, and I don't really care to like go down to like Jeremy Marshall King. Honestly, I feel like Moses has potential to still be decent if the Eels can just play well and score some tries. I skipped us. Robbie Rocco, 87. He has been an absolute monster for us. Thankfully, I had him as one of my reserves. He had Milford as the captain, and this is one of the big things I was worried about because Milford, captain, Suncorp against the Titans, I was expecting him to get 100, honestly, and just blow me out of the water, but he only got 30 points. Obviously didn't play great, and that was a big turning point. Moses, like I said, he had Jermaine Azarko in the side, 32, decent. We both had Viliami Kikau, who I was very happy with that I started. He's just, again, like, he's playing bigger minutes now, he's starting, and he's a beast, honestly. Sam Burgess, we'll get to Sam Burgess, because I'm thinking about getting rid of him, because he is going to be missing 2 weeks. So I think I'm going to I'll show you what's going to happen in a second here. But Damien Cook, both had Cook as our reserves. As you see here, the rest of these guys are very, very similar. Actually, I think that, yeah, they're exactly the same, actually. So, yeah, he had like a lot of these good, cheap, mid-range price players, and then a lot very similar to us. He didn't have Rockout, though, which is a big one for us. So Smith, 24. We both didn't captain him, which is lucky for us. Peter Hiku, 42. Again, he's going solid. Tom Trebojevic, 158 points. My God. I was watching this game, and he is the best fullback in the game at the moment. He is so good. Honestly, I don't know what, like, I think the injury is not like that bad. I'll have to see what happens. I'm hoping he plays. I know he's like named in the team, but there's probably a pretty good chance he's not going to play. They're probably not going to risk him. So we'll have to we're not going to trade him out, honestly, but we'll have to just put another player as a reserve. But man, that first half, he just set up every try. He is unreal. I don't know what New South Wales are going to do with him and Tedesco. Like, Trebojevic, in my opinion, is a far superior fullback than Tedesco. And Tedesco is a good player, don't get me wrong. Tedesco is a very dangerous player, but Trebojevic, he has the ability with running the ball, but his ball playing is unreal. Trebojevic, he is a dangerous player, and he's definitely one guy that, as a Queenslander, I'm going to be worried about. Love watching him play, but he is an absolute monster. As a Queenslander, I'm hoping that they stick with Tedesco at fullback and either not pick Tom or just put Tom on the wing, where I don't think he'll be as effective. Jake Trbojevic, 73. I thought he probably would have scored more than this, because he did get he got a try, and also I thought he got a try assist as well with that offload. Or maybe he didn't get a try, he just got the try assist. I can't remember, but I know he got that offload, beautiful offload for the try. But I guess the tackles and the hit-ups weren't really there. The Seagulls were playing very well. Jared Croker, 63. He's starting to go pretty well, so I'm happy with that. Both of us, obviously. Matt Lodge, again, he's solid, dude. He's just making money. And then the rest of the guys, he has the young guy Crichton. I had Dawahi, who is... Obviously, Reynolds is back, which is unfortunate. Kennar, oh, this is one of the annoying things. I had Kennar, and in the last video, I actually said that I thought I heard that Kennar was not going to be playing, but then I was looking around at all the team lists, and they were all saying that Kennar was playing. So I was like, well, I'm not going to switch him out if he's playing. So I ended up... leaving him in the side, but of course he did get ruled out, and obviously if you have a player that gets 0, you do get an auto emergency. Unfortunately for us, Tanganoa got 7 because he did his ACL, so we didn't really get any points for that. Yeah, you know, Leggy Sau got 28, Lachlan Croker, Tanganoa obviously unfortunately injured. He had Slade Griffin. He also had Philip Sammy, 139, but he didn't play him. He didn't play him. Unreal, dude. We had Jermaine Atako and Pengai Jr. Hopefully he is back this week. So yeah, that's that. As you can see, he got 1,001. We got 1,034. It was a good match. Rio de Janeiro, or Dijon. Nero? Yeah, it's De Janeiro, isn't it? Rangers. I was looking at it. Is that how you spell it? I don't even know. I was, whatever, dude. It was a good contest. I really thought he probably should have beaten me, but he got screwed over a little bit. But okay, so we had some decisions to make, and the first one we have already made is Liggy Sau. I've traded him out for Liam Knight. Now, I did this for one reason in particular. I sort of underestimated it slightly, but I'm still happy with the trade because Liam Knight is actually playing for the Knights this week because Papali's been dropped. I don't think Knight is going to get heaps of games, but who knows, dude? He might find himself getting a few games, getting a few price rises. We'll see. But I did that because Liggy Sau is obviously dropped as well because Simon Mannering is back, and he's probably not going to play unless there's an injury. So, you know, make some cash there. We now have 122,000. And the thing is, like, obviously these two guys, Tanganoa is out for the season, so we're eventually going to have to get rid of him as well. But the good thing is, like, a lot of our guys, like Kikau, he can be put into the front row. Not Jake. Can Rockow? Yeah, Rocco can be put into the front row. Pengai can be switched. A lot of our forwards can just be switched around. So it's not really an issue because obviously our three guys here can all play. So yeah, that's what I did there. Burgess is obviously out for 2 weeks. And so before Burgess was out, I thought I would trade. I was hoping to trade up Cartwright to either Cameron Murray or Jai Arrow. But unfortunately, as you see, we have 399k. Oh, disaster. So, if we look here, we'll scroll down. It's devastating for me. Honestly, I'm very, very unhappy with this. I didn't see, where is... Oh, mate. Where was Cameron Murray? How expensive was he? Was that him? Cameron Murray. So Cameron Murray obviously skyrocketed. He did get a try, unfortunately. He was actually not going to get that many points, and I thought he'll only increase a bit, but then he got a try right at the end of the game. Screwed us over a bit. So he's, at the moment, he's out of price range. And then I thought Jai Arrow, how much is he? He's 411. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, that would be such a good trade to get Cartwright out because Cartwright is just, he's not going to make any more cash. I don't think Cartwright he's done for. So we can't afford that, unfortunately. So if we look at our team now, Smith obviously is he's stinking it up, but obviously I'm not going to trade out Smith because he's bound to come good. Cook is going solid. I've got Pengai in the starting side, but obviously we'll wait and see to know if he's playing or not. So that's that. Lodge is there. He's going solid. Jake, Kikau, Harris very happy with. Hopefully Kikau can bang out another try and get a big score. Thurston and Walker both let me down, but hopefully both can bounce back this week. Croker, Mitchell, Azarko, Hiku. Obviously I've got the Zarko in there for Kenna, who... Okay, so yeah, he's not. I thought, wait, is he actually named? No, he's still out. I'm pretty sure Kenna, so that's why I put Azarko in this week. Tedesco, I'm probably, I don't know. I don't know who I'm going to captain this week. It's such a tough choice every week. I've got to wait for Tom Trebojevic. So I mean, we can sort of. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to get the fucking reserve off. So take that off for now because we're not too sure. But that's all good pretty much. Moses we're sticking with. I'm too far into it now. Like there's no one to trade Moses out for. I mean if we look, so I've got 122k. So I mean this boosts up to 454. But I there's no one here that's like it's really ringing any bells. I mean, look at Gareth Widdop, almost 800k, ridiculous. Sean Johnson obviously well up there. Milford is going pretty poorly, so his price is dropping. Cameron Munster also is dropping a lot, but still a bit too out of reach. And like that's pretty much it. Then we get into, I mean, John Sutton. Yeah, not really wanting to go there. Corey Norman is obviously got 53, but he's been awful, and I don't really want to trade Moses for Norman. Then you got Blake, Austin, Reynolds. Yeah, there's no one here that I think is worth the trade. I would much rather save that money for a better trade. I feel like forwards are just more, unless you're going to get an absolute gun in the halves, just a genuine forward is better. So that leaves us with one trade, and I really think I'm going to trade out, like they say here, he's worth holding, but I don't know. I mean, he's only averaging 58. Like, Burgess is just not really doing it this year, honestly. Has he sort of, what's his price? Where does it say? Jesus. Wait. I can't see. Oh, there we go. So he's gone down. He sort of stayed pretty steady. He's dropped a little bit, but we could trade him out for either Cameron Murray or Jai Arrow. And that's probably the toughest. I think I'm going to make this trade. Now, I think probably Cameron Murray is he's going to score more points than Burgess this year, I feel like, because Cameron Murray is now playing, you know, what's it called? Where is he? I can never see him. What was he, like 470? Cameron. There he is. God, I don't know why I can't see him. So he's 470. We'll get another like 100k from this, or we could get Jai Arrow and get like heaps of cash. So I think I'm going to make those trades. It leaves us with like a lot of like sort of, you know, we got like guys like Rocco, Kikau, you know, Lodge, Pangai. We're relying on those guys a lot, but they're all increasing in value, and they're going better than the guns. I mean, look at Rockow. He's averaging 56. He's averaging as much as Burgess. Lodge obviously is a little bit lower, but then Kickout is 66. Pangai Jr. obviously, unfortunately injured, but he's been going pretty darn well as well. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's a bit of a toss-up, but I think I'm going to trade Burgess out. It's, you know, for some reason I've always gone with Burgess in the Supercoach, but I don't know, this year he's just not. He's playing well, but it feels like he's not, you know, he's not doing quite as much, but what he does is very good, but just not as much, I guess. And I sort of feel like getting that money is going to be good. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see if Tommy is going to be playing. Who else? We got to wait if Pangai's playing. So, I mean, if these guys, for now, let's just, I don't know, let's just do this, just so I know. So these all these guys are playing. Take Pangai off. So we got Cook, we got Moses, and then we just got to wait to see. So we got Trebojevic there. Kennar's not playing. Obviously, Duahi's on the bench. Cartwright. Unfortunately, I want to get rid of Cartwright, but again, there's like no one to get, unfortunately. So, yeah, Cartwright's just sort of stuck there. I should have traded him last week, probably. We've got to wait for Pangai, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's the decision I have to make. Other than that, I'm happy with the team, and also I guess we'll have to see who we're going to captain. I sort of feel like captaining Smith this week just because, like, such a shocker last week. They can't go that badly. I think Smith is almost a gimme for captaincy. So yeah, that's the round 4 review, round 5 preview. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like, and I will see you in the next one.